Well, good morning. I'm finally getting around to doing another video at 11:30 on this Wednesday day. It's nice and sunny out. Excuse me. And I know that last night, I had an epiphany, and I was going to share it with you all today, because I realised that when one discovers what the meaning of the universe is, one shouldn't be selfish about it and should share it. Unfortunately, I've forgotten. Well, I've been to sleep since, and my memory's fucking terrible. So, sorry to disappoint you all. I'm very disappointed myself. I wish I knew. I hate forgetting things. Anyway, do you know, I was complaining the other day, I made a comment on Facebook about my remote controls for the television and the hi-fi and the Skybox and the DVD player and all those sort of things. And Elisa Gidley Mesner, I think that's how you say it, I hope I've got your name right, madam, suggested a remote holder that fits on the arm of my superchair. And then, do you know what I thought? That's what that bloody great pocket is for on the side of my superchair. It's just here. And well, that's the control for the chair. That makes me move up and down. Oh dear, that could be taken in a few ways, couldn't it? Just press a button and I move up and down. But yeah, there's a pocket here. It's a bloody great big pocket, and I always thought, what the fuck's that there for? Oh dear, it's such a blessing to be a brilliant person, I tell you. And so I'm just remembering now to put the remotes in the pocket, because otherwise I shall lose them. There's 4 of them in there. Oh dear, to be blessed with a high IQ. At least that's what I was told. I think maybe they did the test wrong. But anyhow, see now I'm gripping this thing because there's no need. I think... Oh, do I want to go up a bit? Can you see? Look at the press of the button. I'm moving. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's a bit high. Oh, who feels silly this morning? I do. I'm bloody annoyed though that Oh. Well, that's better. And because I slept far too long. Although I obviously needed it, but it really annoys me. I don't know what's up with me recently. You know me, I go through long periods of not really getting good sleep at all. And now I am, and it's annoying me, because I don't like my day starting halfway through the bloody thing. I'm used to being up at 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock. You know, getting up at 10. I mean, my mobile phone went off this morning, and I thought, who the hell's calling me so early? That was the polite version of what I thought. And I looked at, when I opened the phone, I mean, I didn't answer it because I thought I can't talk to people at the minute I've woken up. And anyway, and it was 10:25. And I thought, that's just not possible. How did I sleep that long without waking? But I did. I didn't even go for a pee. But I'm up early tomorrow morning because I've got a dog show on Friday, which I'm quite looking forward to, even though it looks like the weather's going to be crap. But never mind, it's at Newby Hall, about 140 miles away from me. And I'm looking forward to going. I'm taking Pussy and Mary Grace. And this one I feel all right about. I'm fit enough to go. And last Sunday I wasn't, but well, never mind. I just didn't go. And well, do you know? I'm sure I've said to you before that pretty much a lot of our lives are down to how we think and what we think, and by that I mean what we believe, and much of our life is the result of that. And it's a concept that people find hard to believe because they're used to being powerless and that life happens to them rather than the other way around. Now, there are things in life that we can't control. Children can't stop themselves being abused, for instance. You can't really stop yourself getting ill, getting diseases, generally speaking. Although there are plenty of people that like to blame people for their diseases. And the reason they do that is because it makes them feel powerful. They feel that, if I can blame somebody for what's wrong with them, then I'm safe. Nothing's going to happen to me because I think right and I eat right and I do this right and, I only ever wear rubber. And I didn't mean it in that sense, so shut up. I was thinking more of, the vegan type people. And it's all bollocks, all complete bollocks. We live and we die, and whatever happens in between. It's our attitude towards it all. So blaming oneself for one's diseases is just ridiculous. And blaming other people for theirs is even more ridiculous, as well as utterly shameful and mean-spirited. But anyway, the whole point is that the point I was trying to make, I was just going to give you a really good illustration of what I mean. These people who drive and talk on their fucking mobile phone at the same time. Now, I'm not talking about those people who use a hands-free set. I'm talking about those people who they're holding the steering wheel and they're doing this while they're driving. Now, surely it makes more sense to do that anyway. I mean, how stupid. Why do it over? Do it that way. But you shouldn't be doing it at all. But anyhow, never mind. I'm not here to tell people what they should and shouldn't do. Although that'd be rather fun, I suppose. Maybe I should rule the world. Do you think it'd be a better place? Yeah. I don't. I think my head would get... Anyway. But the wankers who do this clearly believe that the law, one, doesn't apply to them, and two, that they are such wonderful drivers and have such good instincts and reflexes and concentration ability that they would never ever have an accident because they're doing this and driving one-handed. They do it and they're driving fucking great lorries. Huge, great big, these big lorries. What are they called? Well, we call them articulated lorries. I've never had a conversation with one to know whether it's articulated or not. Articulate or not, I mean. But they're bloody huge. And it just, I'm not very pleased when I see that, because I think to myself, never mind you. If you want to kill yourself, fine. But it's the other people you're going to kill. But anyway, you see what I mean about belief, though? Because the person who does this clearly does not believe that they're doing anything risky. Accidents are rarely accidents. They're nearly always caused, and caused by belief. People who smoke. I used to be a smoker. And I stopped. When I stopped believing that all the health risks did not apply to me. And if you smoke, it's because you don't believe that the health risks apply to you. It's really that simple. And it's the same as, if I choose to eat donuts... No, that doesn't quite apply because I don't believe that at all. But there are people who believe that they can eat this, that and the other and not get fat and, they're as big as a house. And they don't make the connection. Now, that I don't mean to imply that it's really easy, not at all. But one of the things as regards food that we've all been brought up to believe, at least since the 70s, in this damn food pyramid thing with basically loads of carbohydrate and very little fat. And what's happened, the population, I was going to say the copulation, but that's not quite what I meant at all. The population has got fatter. And it's because the food pyramid thing is a load of rubbish. We should not be eating a high carbohydrate diet, we should be eating a low carbohydrate diet. That is how human beings developed, that is how we evolved. And I, for one, will remain low carb because I lost 7-8 stone and I've kept it off by eating low carb. That does not mean no carb, it means low carb. Even if my lips don't look any different when I say the two words, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this is quite long enough, and I'm truly sorry about not sharing with you the secrets of the universe. But I forgot. I told him my brain's terrible. I'd even forgotten that there was this pocket on the side of my chair, as Elisa pointed out. Dear me, how could I not have known what that was for? Why didn't I figure it out for myself? There's a good place to stick my remotes. Anyway, Luca's not so hysterical this time with Pussy being in season. Well, Pussy's past her ripeness, and Mary Grace hasn't got there yet. She's in season 2, obviously, but she hasn't got to the right point yet. I suppose that's going to happen sometime this weekend. And then by the end of next week it'll all be over and we'll be back to normal. Until Ada and Whitney come in season. Now, I will breed Ada when she comes into season, and I'm going to breed her to Luke. See what happens. Oh dear, you don't want to see that, do you? Don't need to see down my throat. Anyway, I'm going. That's your lot. Bye. If I can find the knob.